G'day everyone, just going to do a quick video on the sun aspect of your garden, or my garden in this case. Anyway, so hope everyone's doing well on this glorious day. That is north, that way, pretty much specifically. That's east. There's the big tree. And here's the garden. So what, 6 PM now on just regular weeknight. So as you can see, flowers are completely in the shade. That back bed is now in the sun. Our front bed is now in the sun. Behind that is a shady hole. So corn is in the sun. All the stuff in front of that is in the sun. Wander this direction. Don't get too much glare in the camera. So there you go, 6 PM, and this is entirely shaded because this is on the western fence. So shade house is there. Built myself a little hot house yesterday. I'll show you that a bit later on. Lemon trees still not happy. Our other little flower patch in there is not going too well, but we've sort of sorted the irrigation out in here. So this is about planning where you put things, I guess. So, I mean, this whole bed here is pretty much in the shade from, what is it, it probably gets an hour in the morning just through that hole there, and then shaded out, even in the middle of summer, because this blue comes coming straight over, and then it's sort of, sun's going up this way. So, by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, peach tree, this time of the year, is shading this portion out here, and then it gets more sun later. So the corn is getting a little bit more sun throughout the day, and this back bed here, as summer progresses, that's the one that basically gets the hottest. But the mandarin tree, sort of, if you're growing low growing stuff, it's not too bad. So that's why I've got onions and beetroot in there, and Brussels sprouts. We'll see how that goes. I'm not holding my breath with that one. So yeah, as you can see, those tomatoes on the back fence there, back fence, western fence, they're actually doing better than all the other tomatoes that were planted a few weeks earlier. So it's a bit of a heat well in that back corner, and that's just good for tomatoes. So in the wombok here, it's a little bit warm from there, maybe, but there's some summer broccoli next to that. So, and then just squash and capsicums and stuff, things that really like the hot soil, and cucumbers over in the back there. They really like hot soil. That's a specifically warm little patch in that corner. So yeah, as you can see, I mean, sort of, if you've got the space, which I know a lot of us don't in this day and age, but just think about it and plan where you're going to put stuff, and you know, spend a bit of time in your garden, a couple of seats out here, and spend a bit of time looking and enjoying and see what the sun's actually doing. So yeah, works pretty well if you can do it. And you kind of notice those sunflowers over there, and by the time we get to the peak of summer, hopefully these sunflowers here will be pretty much filling in the gap between the peach tree right here and everything behind it. So they're going to be getting a few hours in the daylight, in the late afternoon, but before that they should be pretty good. They should be getting dappled light all day. As long as the soil's warm and they're getting a bit of sun, they'll be fine. So anyway, these are almost as big as me. Never grown sunflowers before, so it's kind of exciting. But yeah, I've seen a few good bugs around, especially lately. So yeah, there you go. Just think about your aspect, and think about, you know, where the sun is. It's going to be very important to how well stuff works in the garden. The one thing I've had a bit of concern about is this celery here, but at this stage it's doing okay. the soil there is kind of good because I moved it out from the front, and yeah, it's kind of like really nice topsoil, loamy topsoil. So yeah, anyway, I'll keep you guys updated. Enjoy.